Welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, BougieGang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing opposed to being on my page, bitch. Cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.
Good morning. Hey everyone. I think some people are still watching the premiere. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks everyone. I'm not going to keep y'all too long cuz there's like so much stuff to talk about today. I don't want to take up everyone's day. That was some heavy stuff, right? I watched it like pretty much after I was live last night. We were in going through the Keisha live. Which that's gonna take like 3 part. That video, girl, okay, that's gonna take a minute to go through. We're gonna do that tonight, um, as promised. Um, but yeah, I watched that pretty much right after. Good morning, Erica. Today normally is members and mods, but y'all is like, my God. And then I was setting it up and my bad, I didn't click members, but we'll do it'll be like whenever at some point today, which I expect I'll probably be live at least one more time, possibly two, depending, because I got a lot of stuff to put out. Just know one will be members and mods, maybe this evening. So if you're interested in membership, feel free to do so. Otherwise, just get your snack, have your little tray, your charcuterie, your McDonald's, your DoorDash, whatever, and just sit back and listen, and I'll have a Q&A feature and you can always run a question through. So anyway, let's get to the matter at hand. Anyway, so we know what happened with Jasmine yesterday. So yesterday I was live in the morning and we were talking about the Saturday night shenanigans of Jasmine over to her mom's, right? All right, that's where we're at right now. Good morning, Erica, Ivy, Jennifer, Gangstars. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tawana, good morning. NCANT and Ivy, Nina, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I suspect people are going to be rolling in a minute, but we're going to just get right into it. I'm not mad at Mom Dukes for saying what she's. I'm not, girl. Grown women can say what they want. I think everybody feels a way because Jasmine basically cussed out her mom and strong mommy Chrissy simultaneously. Okay. All of us don't have, first of all, we're dealing with Jasmine. Can we rule, can we just like, let's put this into focus, right? Jasmine, radio. Okay. Jasmine also was not completely raised by her mother. She was raised by her grandmother, right? This is the repercussions of not raising your own children. They're not going to have that fear of God, that they would not open up their mouth or flex their lips a certain type of way. I would never. The one time I tried to get cute with my mother, I think I was about 13, and I grew up around a lot of counterparts. And I had a friend, she was a year or two older than me, and she used to cuss her mother all the way out. Okay, I don't know why. I mean, they just used to get into it, and that's how they did it. But they were of a whole nother culture, and that was how things went in their house. And one day I tried to say something to my mother. I didn't cuss her out, but girl, let me tell you something, baby. It was almost like my mother levitated and flew over to me, and girl, I'm grateful I got my teeth, okay? Ma'am came for that ass, all right? And I would never and never did after, okay? She flew over on her broomstick and handled me, all right? Um I was just, I was being bratty, whatever. Anyway, Jasmine grew up a certain type of way, and I don't know that she has that loyalty for her mother, right? Yeah, she did the old Neo on me, okay? Yes. No, who was that Trinity? She did a damn Trinity glide over and taxed my ass, okay? But Jasmine grew up with her mother, her grandmother. Jasmine spent a lot of time with her father. I don't know. And you see, Jasmine's father is even involved. Everybody is involved. The brother's involved. The father's involved. Mom Dukes is over here on the internet. Chrissy is dead wrong. You would think that Chrissy was over there in the kitchen waiting for carpool over to Chrissy's house, over to damn Jasmine's house. Okay. You would think she's known Miss Cheryl for years. If I don't fuck with you, don't fuck with my family. Excuse me, why are you talking to my people? Jasmine should have nipped that in the bud a long time ago, but apparently, I'm not sure if Jasmine did not know what her mother was doing. But Jasmine, like the person said in the chat, you need to stay close to your mother. Your mother is messy, just like you. And you need to stay close to your mom to make sure she's not supplementing her loneliness or her wanting to be around you with other people and sitting there and gossiping about you and your business. Because whatever Jasmine is going through, it really isn't her mother's place to run her business to her fucking enemy. Like, Mom Cheryl, stop playing like you know better. You know better. You know better. So playing like you didn't know better, that there's no place for my enemy in my family's table. Period. That's fucked up. Now, Jasmine playing it all out on the internet is trash. Chrissy going for some bathroom chitter chatter was trash. And she knew how to get at Jasmine. Now, I told you guys yesterday. Yes, look, we're going to talk about Chris. We'll talk about Chris in a minute. But this is really a situation where Jasmine is a fucking thirsty ass bugaboo. Okay, let's just call it out. Jasmine is thirsty for love and attention, and she got this man at the house that supplements that in some sort of way, and she wants a relationship. She look, there's something that's missing from Jasmine that she thinks she's supplementing with Chris. What it is, I don't know enough yet because Jasmine is fake and phony and she doesn't let us all the way into her life for us to really figure out what's really going on. She has her dad. Her dad is over there with his wife. Dad is obviously still available and has ability to communicate with Cheryl, which is saying a lot because some families, the mom and dad don't even speak, right? So she's thirsty. She's thirsty, and Chris knows it. She loves that ninja. And whether it's healthy love or not, that's what she thinks she got. Chris dropped her ass off at her mama's house and went about his business. And that's why her ass was calling him for some damn milk. Either she didn't intend to be there that long or she wanted her damn car back. He drove and dropped her off at the house with the kids, went about his business. And Mom Duke says she had been calling him for an hour. Okay, an hour. He wasn't picking up the phone. She texted him. Mom Dukes texted and said, like, basically, I guess, where are you? And she wanted to show the text to show what Chris said. I just think that if Mom Dukes comes to the internet now and shows those texts, yeah, it's probably, I mean, I don't know. It should never be a rap between you and your mother. But at the end of the day, I don't know if that's going to help things because Jasmine's at an age right now. She's got this man blowing in her ear. And, you know, that could really sever things. Maybe they have a chance to recoup and get back together, but I don't really know. But I told you guys, it was what wasn't being said. Yeah, Chris wasn't there. Jasmine didn't have no damn milk. But no responsible mother should be leaving the house with no provisions for your babies. She didn't have damn sandwiches. She didn't have shit. She didn't have nothing to feed the kids. That wasn't no overnight. And if it was, it's like, girl, what are you doing overnight? You don't have milk for the baby. You don't have food. You didn't bring chips and sandwiches. You didn't bring nothing for the kids to eat on. You let Chris drop your ass off in your van. Stop being so damn lazy. People are saying, well, where was Chris's truck? Jasmine's the type of chick that's going to say, you know what? You drive me. You drop me off so she knows he's got her car and he's got to come back and get her. You see what I'm saying? Jasmine didn't want to say, okay, you take your car, I take my car, I'll see you home later. Jasmine didn't want to do that. You know why? So she can keep up on that dick. Do you hear me? On that dick. She's checking on that dick. You got me? She was calling bugaboo style like Keisha. What you doing? Where you at? Da-da-da. You dick dashing? Dick dashing through the snow going to see the hoes, okay? Hey, bitch, come here. Okay? You remember the song from last year. I'm going to have to find it because I don't remember my lyrics, but it was my remix on Dashing Through the Snow. One horse opens, whatever. Girl. She was checking on him. She was doing an eggplant check. Yes, NCANT. She left the house with nothing for the kids. Either she didn't intend to be there that long or he got missing. But she had him drop her off. She should have drove herself. You hadn't seen your mom in I don't know how long. And then your mom's over there. Your mom might have been ready for y'all to go too. See, I think that these are people who like to press blame on others and not own it. Miss Cheryl's over there on live stream talking about Jackie's not used to all this. No, you not used to all. Jackie is a damn dog. You got 6 people in the house in that tight ass dining room, and the kids are doing whatever, and Stink is crying. And she had no food. I'm just trying to understand why Jasmine couldn't go into your kitchen and make something. Now it makes me feel like Jasmine couldn't go into your kitchen and make something. She could make some little rice pudding. She couldn't make some eggs, some corn, some beans, some grits, some oatmeal. She couldn't get anything out of your fridge. Is Miss Cheryl's house the type that you got to bring a bag of groceries before you open up any cabinets or refrigerator? I'm not sure what was going on with that, but it was odd to me that Jasmine felt like she needed to call. And number one, it was probably because she was ready to go. Two, maybe she didn't have her car. That's why she didn't go run to the store. Chris had it. Then she kept calling Chris for an hour, and Miss Cheryl had to text him because she was ready to go, according to what Miss Cheryl said. I wish I had the conversation pulled up. I'll read them to you, but I'm gonna post it. I was putting it together to a post, but if you guys don't have the chat from last night, let me tell you what it said. I'm not on my Mac, so I can't just like pull it up. So Mom Dukes is in the chat, and this is in no particular order. I'm just gonna read them and I'll put it out when we hang up from this call, y'all. I'll just put it up, okay? She said I tried to take it off to channel Jazz. I tried to take it off channel Jazz would not talk to me, but last night I'm done. Okay, let me start from what I think is the beginning. Okay. Okay. Can I go live and show the messages that he sent me? Mom Dukes, you are messy, sis. Stop it. You don't need to go, like, you're not a YouTuber, ma'am. You might have a YouTube channel and you like to YouTube. Jasmine, you opened up a can of worms with your mom having a go live button. This is your doing. I blame you. Your mom goes live and shows Chris's text messages. Bitch, sit down. Just sit down. This is your making. This is your doing. You got to understand this is the harvest of the seeds that you planted. Okay, ma'am? You planted these seeds. Okay? You planted these seeds and here they are. You gave your mom a YouTube channel. It's like all these women who give their men YouTube channels and then they come back and it comes back to haunt them because they go live on that ass and make them look stupid. Well, this is your mom doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and guys, go ahead and hit the like button. We only have 85. I'm assuming someone else is live at this moment. I don't know. But y'all, we got 85. Let's go ahead and get the likes up, okay? At least half of y'all. Let's get to 50% and we can go through these from the chat and we'll talk about them. Otherwise, I can be back later because I haven't had any breakfast yet. I haven't had my oatmeal or I barely drink my coffee. So she's asking, can she go live and show the messages? Mom Dukes, that's not a good idea, sis. That's not smart. That's not a good idea. It's messy. It's shocking to me that Mom Dukes doesn't seem to understand what messy is. And I don't get it. How does your mother not understand messy? Okay. Chris doesn't want us to have a relationship. I mean, look, she's been with this man for 2 years. So why is this just now coming out? I think I was looking at Mom Duke's Facebook because it's public and it's open, right? She's got a page. What I'm thinking is Mom Dukes misses her daughter and Mom Dukes wants to see her daughter. Now, sometimes instead of saying things like, your boyfriend doesn't like me or he doesn't want us to have a relationship, sometimes it's just better to lead with, I miss you. When are you coming to see me? People don't always want to hear, especially people with ego and personality situations. They don't want to hear the pile on of what they haven't done or to make them feel worse for what they know they are not doing. Sometimes as the leader, as the adult in the room, as the person who's trying to get what you want, sometimes it's better to appeal to your heart and your feelings rather than trying to manipulate and make people feel guilty. Just say what you want. Jasmine, I want your time. Jasmine, I want you to come see me. Jasmine, let's go to lunch. Jasmine, let's spend some time together. Jasmine, you always up under that man. Why don't you come check on your mom? Let's cook. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's have some fun. Why don't you open up your heart, Mom Dukes? See, you didn't raise your daughter, so your heart's not as open, and you feel, because you know you rejected Jasmine once upon a time, you don't feel as vulnerable to be able to open your heart and tell your daughter what you want, because your daughter is damn ice cold over there. She got ice cold because of you. You ice cold too. So rather than tell your daughter you miss her, rather than tell your daughter you want to see her, rather than tell Jasmine, get off that phone, let that man be, and he'll be here when he gets here, you take my car to the store, go get you some milk. You sit there, let her call him for an hour, and this whole situation is created. Not that it's Mom Duke's fault, but be the adult, be the OG in the room. Teach her better. Having your daughter sit there with 5 kids calling a man for an hour who's not responding, if you don't put that damn phone down, you can handle him when he gets here and talk to him about answering the phone when you two are out and about. Don't keep calling someone back to back till they answer, to the point that your mom has to call. What kind of shit is that? And as a woman, what kind of shit is that you got to have your mom call, and he just left you over there? You know he's going to be back. He's got your van. Jasmine is a bugaboo. Jasmine was mad. Jasmine told us in the live last night that she cussed him out to the point where he didn't even want to be with her anymore. She tries him. Don't y'all see this? I'm not saying Chris is not wrong and Chris is a prize, because I don't know him. That's her man. I'm just saying what happened clearly. Jasmine is a bugaboo, and she thinks that keeping up this conversation on the internet about what Chris is doing, what's not doing, Jasmine is fragile. Jasmine can't take the heat. Jasmine sitting up here watching reaction videos. She don't know what's going on with that man, but she knows he's not home. She knows he's not home. So Mom Dukes is in the chat yesterday talking about, can I go live and show the messages he sent me? I love you, Jazz, with all my heart. Chris doesn't want us to have a relationship. As the mother, that's not even possible. How are you, as the mother, going to create a situation where you're going to let a man get in between? Jasmine is bringing the kids to you. We see, I mean, we don't see it all the time, but we see it enough. I mean, every grown woman is not sitting up under their mom all the time. Like, let's be for real. Some of y'all live in the same city and don't lay eyes on your mom for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month. Okay? So Jasmine's no different. But Jasmine, you need to call, you need to check in, you need to go see about your mom, because in your neglect of seeing your mom, even though you went, you said you cleaned her house, you did all the things, at the end of the day, you allowed an open door for your enemy to be able to call your mother, her to pick up her phone, and for Chrissy to even feel comfortable to tell you about your relationship with your mother, and for her to run down the multiple abortions, your mom paying for your damn car seat, and you got a man over there with damn 45 jobs. Chrissy laid your soul to rest, okay? That's your fault. Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. I've been with the same man for a long time, and we've been married. This March will be 9 years, okay? I do know his phone just because I just happen to know it, but I don't look in his, like, what do I need to look through someone's phone for? I don't even really know how to work an Android. At the end of the day, if there's an emergency, I guess I know how to get into it, I think. But at the end of the day, I'll be more concerned about that debit number, the debit pin, versus a phone pin. I don't care. Girl, are you kidding me? You got to let people breathe. You got to let people have a life. Jasmine thinks that if Chris gives her the rundown of every damn thing he's doing all day, that she's doing something. You could have something going on with the lady next door. Okay? Try that one. Find someone out here in your community, Jasmine, whose man took up with the lady next door. See how that one felt. You know what I'm saying? Shit can happen right up under your nose. You don't even know. Like trying to be all up in his face all the time. Jasmine had no reason for Chris to be dropping her off unless he was going down the street. It made sense. Maybe he didn't have no gas. I don't know. But Jasmine, you trying to create situations where Chris got to circle back and come get you, handle your own damn business and be a grown woman and let that man breathe. You will not have a husband, sis. You don't want to be married to somebody who is going to make you feel anxious and not comfortable. That's the worst. You can't, like, that's not a good marriage. That's not. Absolutely not. You don't want to be played for a fool either, but you are being played for a fool because you allow the internet to tell you about your relationship. If you know what you know about your relationship, there's nothing that me as a woman, as a reactor on the YouTube street, should be able to tell you about anything going on in your house. And I'm going to say it from experience because I've had for a couple of years now trolls that want to tell me about what's going on in my marriage, and I call bullshit on it every time. I don't even acknowledge it anymore. I used to, like, because I didn't really know how to handle what was coming at me, and I didn't see it and didn't understand how to deal with it because I'm like, I'm just doing a reaction video. Like, what's going on? People say shit about me, and I was like, okay, like, why? Like, because I know what's going on in my house, right? But people want to, YouTube is a funny place, and it can feel like a gaslight. And you have to be a very strong individual. It's not even just the backbone. You have to know that you know that you know that you know. Do you understand me? People can think whatever they want. You have to know what you know. Jasmine is ruining her relationship with Chris because Jasmine got a screw loose in her head. Jasmine is extremely insecure, and she also somewhere in her does not feel worthy to have what she has. So therefore, she is kind of sabotaging her relationship by pushing Chris away. She has allowed her relationship with her mother to be sabotaged as well. Okay. But as I said yesterday, no matter what, I don't know what Chris said to her mother. I don't know if he said, mind your business. I don't know. There's nothing to justify a man being disrespectful to a woman. And furthermore, a man being disrespectful to his woman's mother, whether she raised her or not. I do not advocate that. Chris is a piece of shit. Chris is a bum. Chris has hips. Chris is damn near a woman. And no offense to all of us women, we all know better, but Chris seems to be very emotional. He seems to be very much not in touch with his testosterone, and maybe has a little extra estrogen, okay? Because we know he's got tetas. He's got the titties over there, okay? He got the titties, all right? So he might have a little estrogen running through his system, all right? So he might be feeling away, and it sounds like Jasmine likes to argue with him. Jasmine, the common denominator to me, I saw a couple people saying the common denominator is Chris. The common denominator is Jasmine. It's Jasmine. It's Jasmine. Do you hear me? It's Jasmine. It's not Chris. Chris may be doing his dirt. That's fine. Jasmine has bought this whole thing together. Jasmine. I've told you guys for years, Jasmine is not feminine. Jasmine is a whole masculine mess. She is very much into her masculine. We've seen this for years. We saw this when Jasmine and Chrissy were going at it. We saw this when Jasmine felt like she had to rip off her shirt in defense of Chrissy and have a fight with the internet
I think when Olivia was going in right after Momcation. Okay? A lot of you guys said I was being mean. A lot of you guys said I'm just a bitch. But maybe now, I don't know, maybe I just have a different audience. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I've been calling out this lack of femininity across the board with the three moms. Just because Chrissy puts on makeup and slays a wig doesn't mean she's in her feminine. Chrissy likes to emasculate someone. Let's not forget what just happened with her and Steffi G. And don't forget, Chrissy loves to flip it a script. She loves to do a good old fashioned flip it a script. Flip it a script. Okay. What are we not talking about right now? Chrissy and DeMarcus. What are we not talking about? Rocking them pockets. Who is not being talked about? Chrissy smacking the fuck out of Steffi G because she owes her a smackation. Huh? What? Who are we not talking about? Chrissy. Chrissy being messy. Chrissy calling people's mamas. Chrissy running people's business. Why, if you really care about Mom Dukes, why would you just not keep that confidential? Why would you take your conversations you had with Mom Dukes and create a situation with her daughter? Mom Dukes, if you're watching this right now, Chrissy don't give a fuck about you. She used you for content and to come in between you and your daughter. Chrissy don't want you and your daughter to have a relationship. How about that? And Jasmine, you need to check yourself why people feel so comfortable and think it's so easy to come in between you and your mother. Why you and your mother's relationship is so fragile that anybody can just walk in and fuck shit up. Okay? I suggest over this holiday, you spend some time contemplating yourself as a woman and stop allowing people to handle you and stop being worried about what's going on in these YouTube streets. Because at the end of the day, sis, we're the ones watching the content and paying them damn bills over there. Okay? To the point where you get a download once a month with some money on it for you to pay bills. Because the way you're behaving, sis, you might need as much money as you can get if Chris decides to opt out from over there. Because Chris can take them 11 jobs and go over to the next woman's house. Because Chris got what? A truck. Chris got a YouTube channel. Chris has jobs, Ziza, according to whatever. Chris can take himself and be in a much better situation than he was 2 years ago since you decided to grow him up. Okay? Oh, really, Riza? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I put up a community post, but that's you, girl. You already know it's going to be up on the replay. But yeah, I mean, look, guys. I know Chris is no prize over there, but I'm going to tell you this: I don't know what Chris has been doing. Jasmine very much said she hadn't been hit in this relationship. I don't know if damn Philip used to smack her up. Jasmine, you got to deal with that shit. You got to be the type of woman that a man would not even think about putting his hand on you other than wanting to feel them breasts and pat on that booty and play with that middle, okay? And wrap you up in his arms. That's the type of woman you need to be. If you got a man looking at you and he wants to slap the fuck out of you, that's a problem. If you trigger the worst in a man, you got to look at what you're doing in terms of dealing with someone who does not respect you. You have to have more respect for yourself. You cannot be in a position where you are allowing someone to talk down to you. You cannot think that, the low key stuff is okay. Because it starts with the little digs. It starts with the disrespect. It starts with not doing what you say you're going to do. You got to nip that shit in the bud early. And it might be nipping it where you don't even deal with that person. Okay? You say Chris is stacking his money for Great Escape. I don't know what's going on with those two, but at the end of the day, if you don't like how Chris talks to you, handle it. And you don't tell him how to talk as a man. You show him what you're not going to respond to as a woman. You understand? Be a woman. Be grown. Stop being a baby. Pick your battles. Sitting up there wanting someone to give you the rundown as to how many times they took a piss all day is irrelevant. Why don't you just ask him how his day was? Did you have a good day? What'd you eat for lunch? Did you eat my lunch? Was it good? What do you want to do tonight? What do you want for dinner? You want this? You want that? Okay. All right. And leave people alone. You don't need his phone code. Any of you women out here who are challenged with picking up people's phones, get unchallenged with it. If you don't trust your man, you don't need him. That's whack. Privacy doesn't mean that you're sitting around doing shit you're not supposed to be doing. Someone's integrity is not what they're doing when you're staring at them and you are managing them. Part of your integrity is what you do when people aren't watching. If you can't fucking be trusted to not have sidebar conversations with people that you know you shouldn't be, then you don't need to be trusted. There's no amount of damn phone codes that matter. That's ridiculous. And if someone gets in touch with you that you don't have any business talking to, as a grown-up, you say, you know what? I'm in a relationship. What Erykah Badu say? I'm in a relationship. Now, she said, see you next lifetime, which gave some hope. I'd say no hope. It's done. I'm in a relationship. Okay. Thank you. Happy holidays. See you never. Okay. Take care. All right. Okay. Bye-bye. That's it. Someone text you something out of the way, please do not reach out to me like that. I'm in a committed situation. I would thank you if, unless it's some sort of emergency about your mom or like whatever the stipulations are, please don't reach out to me. Or can I help you? Because sometimes people call. That doesn't mean anything. It's what you allowed in the conversation. Be an adult. Like, I don't get it. I would never like to sit and read someone's text. For what? For what? I would just ask, did that bitch call you? What'd she say? What's the problem? Yeah, tell her to call me. Whatever, which I wouldn't even want to do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying be stupid, but be unbothered. You making Chris feel like he's damn Diddy over there. Chris is not Diddy. We see a man right now that's in the news all the time in the gossips about what he's doing and how he's managing these women he's got. He doesn't give a fuck, right? What's the point in reading his text messages? You know who you're dealing with, right? 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 If Chris is the type of dude that makes you feel anxious and you don't feel secure with him, he's not for you. Either he doesn't respect you or he doesn't respect the relationship or both. If that's the case, let it go. Start to worry less. And he's going to be thinking, oh, I wonder, does she not care anymore? Or maybe I need to, maybe I'm losing my grip. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to give out a whole bunch of free relationship advice, but let me tell you something. Some of y'all got it twisted on how to handle yourself. How to handle yourself will show your man where you're at, and that's how he's going to handle you. Jasmine, to me, just hearing her dialogue, she's extremely insecure. And I don't know if Chris is insecure, but I think Chris, even if he is an insecure type dude, He knows Jasmine's not going anywhere because sis is thirsty for his dirty draws. Okay. He doesn't have to worry. You see what I'm saying? She went all out for dairy. She even got her mother to contribute. Girl, Christmas is going to be a shit show over there. Christmas might be canceled. Bailey, what's good? What's good to everybody coming in? I'm sorry if you guys didn't get and it could have been because I just had a premiere. I don't know, but y'all, Jasmine, Jasmine's on the sad bus, and it's unfortunate. Um, it's very unfortunate. Um, but like I said, I knew Jasmine was being a bugaboo. Jasmine was running Chris down to come back to the house. She used dairy as an excuse for him to come back to bring her milk. Mom Duke said she was already ready to go. I could already sense that from the little video that we saw yesterday. If you missed the live yesterday morning, go check it out. It's got Jazz and Mom Dukes on there. I think that's the one. There were several yesterday. But there's some video of Jazz, on the phone with Chris, and we didn't know what was going on. We just know that she asked Chris to bring the baby some milk. What we did not know is that it had been an hour of phone calls before Chris responded and said he was on his way. So here's Mom Dukes. So let me just read these texts real quick. I'm going to put them out for you guys if you guys don't have them, because I think Jasmine took the live down. She said, if someone silences me again, she thinks that someone was able to silence her, put her on timeout. Jasmine puts you on timeout. As a moderator, moderators can't really do anything to anybody. They can handle people in the chat who are not mods, but I think only Jasmine could put a mod on timeout. I've never had to put a mod on timeout, and I'm not even sure how it works. But if she got put on, let me see. Can I put a mod? Okay. I can put a mod on timeout. I just clicked on a moderator and I can put a mod on timeout. Miss Mama Dukes, boo boo. If you got timed out, that was your own daughter, okay, hun? Because Jazz is making me sound really bad. I love my daughter. We had a great visit. I love my daughter and my grandkids. Real talk. That's what she said. Jazz, I said, let's talk about this, but okay, your dad told me don't block you. I can understand blocking him. Jazz, I said, let's talk about this, but okay, your dad told me don't block you. I said, I can understand blocking him. Oh, okay. See, Mom Dukes is real slick with it. Okay. Okay. She's slick with it. She's like, oh, you block me, but you don't block him. Oh, okay. Here's something else Mom Duke said. Jazz, you really doing this? It wasn't about you. It was about him texting me. Well, Mom Dukes, keep in mind you texted him. Now, did Jazz ask you to text him, or you took it upon yourself to text him because you were ready for them to go? Your grandson was crying. Your grandson didn't have food. She got dropped off. You should have told her, don't get dropped off over here. But you need to have your car so when you're ready to go. I'm just trying to see this from all sides, guys. Okay. At the end of the day, I opened up with this. Jasmine, don't cuss your mother out on the internet. If that's how y'all roll, that's how y'all roll. But don't let us see a daughter cussing out a mother before Christmas. It's very disrespectful, and people aren't really here for that. Okay? People aren't here for it. Even though your mom is fugazi, you fugazi, Chris is fugazi, all y'all fugazi, okay? All of y'all fucking fugazi, okay? Period. Very disrespectful, right? At the end of the day, Mom Dukes, sis, did she ask you to text her man? Okay. He messaged me asking me why I was texting him. I told him because it was late and she was ready to go. You had been calling him for over an hour. If you don't have this, I'm gonna put this out in a little bit, okay? Okay, I'm done. You're choosing him. Chris has a problem with anger, and I was worried about you, but okay, I'm done. See, Mom Dukes, this is stuff. I'm not saying you can't say this, but Jasmine, this is how you're at your good state job this morning and don't really give a fuck. Okay. Jasmine, is extremely sensitive and cares a lot. Okay. You putting these messages in the live chat was messy. You shouldn't have even been tuned in to her live stream. Mom Dukes, I know you watch. I know you watch. I know you watch over here. Reaction videos are not for you. They are about you. When your daughter decided to do a reaction on you and Chrissy last night, you should have took your ass to bed. You should have took your ass to bed. Do you understand me? Yeah, Nina, I know. We covered that though, sis. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris is wrong. That's it. There's nothing extra to say on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, there's some givens. Let's look at this as an algebra problem. Given Chris is a no good ass, bitch made, hips having, titty having, girly man. Okay. Period. That's X. Y is your mama is messy. Z is Jasmine is fugazi. Okay. And let's put it all together as let's figure this out. This is what I've been talking about for the last 45 minutes. This is why. This is why. Okay, TA, you see why CPS is around? These people can't even talk to each other. Okay? Girly man. He's a bitch made, hips having, titty slanging, estrogen filled, sorry excuse for a baby daddy boyfriend. Okay? Never a husband. Okay? Period. Got it? You bashing me on social media. All I said is I want to let nobody put disrespect to no Rudy Poot disrespect me, but I still love you. Why are you see Mom Dukes this isn't messages for Jasmine. Jasmine knows you love her. If Jasmine didn't know you love her and she didn't love you, Jasmine is a whole man. Jasmine would have really cussed. You think Jasmine cussed Mom Dukes out for real? Do you think Jasmine really cussed out Mom Dukes? Jasmine could have really gone a whole lot deeper than what she did. You don't think that? Jasmine is a disrespectful ass bitch. Are you kidding me? The way Jasmine talked to her mom on Instagram on this internet, that's how they talk. That was very comfortable. Titty slanging. That's right. Okay. That's how they do. We've just never seen it before. Okay. Jasmine, what really is the problem? I watched her video. She was talking about what you bought to social media. Jasmine, what really is the problem? I watched her video. She was talking about what you brought to social media. So Mom Dukes, continuing to be messy, sits up there and wants to tell Jasmine to justify Chrissy even opening her lips to talk about her multiple abortions. For her to talk about that she has a relationship with her mother that she didn't even know about. So you are going to sit here and justify strong mommy Chrissy laying Jasmine's soul to rest? See, Mom Dukes is messy, okay? I don't know how to say it to you. I mean, you guys just want me to say Chris is bad, Chris is bad, Chris is bad, Chris is bad, Chris is a jerk, Chris should never we know this. We know. We know. They are you look, let me tell you something. Just think about your own mom. See, this I couldn't even my mom would never do anything like this. Also, God rest her soul. She's with the Lord right now. Okay. My mom would never, there's no place at no table for my enemy with my kinfolk. Can I say that? Can we repeat that again? There is no place for my enemies at a table with my kinfolk. Do you hear me? I would assume most of you guys too. Most healthy people with healthy dynamics in your family, there is no place at no table, no phone call, no visits, no hellos, no emails, no texts, no nothing for an enemy of mine with my kinfolk. Do you understand? You can't even get to those people. You can't get to them. Which idiot, sis? I'm gonna go look. Who? Which one? Tell me. Once upon a time in my life, Jasmine. What really is the problem is I watched her video. She is talking about what you brought. So, Mom Dukes is saying right here that Strong Mommy Chrissy was just talking about what Jasmine brought to the internet. Mom Dukes, she discussed you paying for multiple abortions and all kinds of nonsense. But you think it's so like Strong Mommy Chrissy's video wasn't that bad? Is that what you're saying? Okay. She doesn't care. It doesn't matter to Jasmine if Strong Mommy Chrissy talked about skipping rope and doing double dutch. She doesn't want to hear from her enemy about a relationship she didn't know about with her mother. Do you understand, ma'am? Yeah. Which if there's an enemy, like, I mean, say it. If I have an enemy, then my enemy is my family's enemy, period. But you have an enemy and your mom is having conversations with her, and then she wants to put this in the live chat that Chrissy's video wasn't that bad. What the hell? What in the whole hell? You don't betray family. Now, Mom Dukes, you raised this girl. Like, I don't know. This is a very interesting and sad family dynamic. I'm just going to say that. Very sad. Good morning to everyone coming in. I know a lot of you guys didn't get notifications. You guys don't know what I was thinking and texting. This is truly hurts me, my heart, that Chris is getting so much positive vibes. Mom Dukes, ain't no positive vibes for Chris. See, here comes the what was me. See, this is what I think. Mom Dukes misses her daughter. See, like when I hear people say stuff like, you don't have time for me, you're busy all the time. The better thing to say is, I miss you. When can we spend some time together? I know you have a lot on your plate. What can I do to help you? Because I want us to go to the mall. I want us to have lunch. There's a way of saying things to make people feel less burdened and open your heart to let people know that you miss them. Okay. If you find that when you're low key complaining, you end up getting into an argument with someone, but your conversation came out about what they're not doing for you rather than what you need, I'm trying to give you some power right now in letting people know how you feel and that you miss them in more of a positive way so they can make room for you. Because what sometimes people are saying is there's no room for me anymore. I'm not feeling the love. So instead, she's, Chris is no good dude, but what I'm saying is, and maybe Chris is interfering. I don't know, but since Chris is never home, can we really solve for X on this? Chris is not home. How is Chris interfering with the relationship with her mother? Jasmine needs to get in the van and take her ass on over to her mama house. How is Chris interfering when daddy gone? I know as a collective of women, it's easy for us to make the man the bad guy because Chris is not a likable character. But Jasmine has created a lot of this situation. And Jasmine is the one who manages the narrative that we all see. Chris is no damn prize. Let me say it for the 100th time. Okay. Chris is no prize. Chris is no prize. You know why Chris had the van, Desi? Because she wanted that dick under control. Rather than drive her own self to her own mama's house and let him take his truck and go wherever he needed to go, she had him drop her off, and he went off dick dashing whatever he was doing where he got missing Why didn't you drive your own self to your own mother's house and have food for your kids and be a grown up and trust that he's doing the right things? Why did you need to be dropped off at your mama's house when you know you would be ready to go? Because she wants to control where Chris is and what Chris is doing. That's not the way to control to know if your man is cheating or not. Okay? I doubt that Chris wanted to drop her off at Miss Cheryl's house. I believe that Jasmine wanted to be dropped off. That's Jasmine. Jasmine wants to be dropped off. Jasmine wants to be a stay-at-home wife. Jasmine wants to be treated a certain type of way. Chris is no gentleman. You think Chris was like, okay, come on, I'll take you in the van? He probably wanted to drive his damn truck. But she wanted a ride, so she knew he was going to have to circle back and pick her up. Do you guys not remember seeing Baby Boy? Sis could have drove her own car to work. Sis left her car for Jody to go and fuck other women and take her car all around town. All he had to do was be there to pick her up from the call center after work and was late every single day. Okay? You can't complain about the man having your car when you're giving him your car. Okay? She treating him like damn Jody and Baby Boy. Okay? Stop it. Jasmine is creating a situation where she wants to control this man. Did you guys not listen to her live? Jasmine wants to know when he goes and takes a leak at the job. Chris can't do shit. Now, does that mean that Chris is not doing whatever he wants to do? I'm sure. Jasmine called the man for milk. Didn't he drop you off? Isn't he coming back? Why did you not bring provisions for your kids to be there for however much time you plan to be there? She was calling him for an hour. He didn't respond. Then the mother texts and he responds. So Chris had more respect or lit a fire up under his ass when mom called rather than his woman calling. Okay? Why are you texting? Well, she said because Jasmine is ready to go. It doesn't mean that Chris didn't get slick in the mouth, but it just seems like, see, what we're seeing right now is how these people operate. I think some of y'all might think this is an isolated incident. This was probably just another Saturday night. Mom Dukes got upset and she went ahead and posted it on the internet. You understand me? This was just, there's nothing that happened to Chris's car, Trey. Chris dropped the family off because Jasmine is one of these chicks that thinks if homie got my car, yeah, he's not going to be out all night. Y'all need to, okay, homework this weekend, guys. It's the holiday week. If you have not seen Baby Boy, watch Baby Boy. And I'm not saying watch it from the perspective of Jody, Tyrese, what's his name? Tyrese. Watch it from the perspective of Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson was damaged. Her man was in jail, Snoop Dogg. Okay, this is whole Jasmine's life. Homie was in jail, damaged, wanna love. She loved the hell out of Jody. Okay. Was Jody a good dude? At heart. But Jody was a big baby. Okay. She was doing too much, all of the things. And just notice how she would use that car for leverage to make sure Jody had to come home because Jody needed to come pick her up from the call center. If you hadn't seen Baby Boy in a minute, watch Baby Boy and think about Baby Chris. Think about Jasmine, okay? It's free on Tubi, okay? Sis putting you up to game. Go find it. Watch it. If you haven't seen it in 20 years, watch it. And mom, the sexy mom, I forget what her name is. AJ, whatever her name is. The lady with the great shoulders and Ving Rhames. She had her boyfriend up in the house, aka Mama Cheryl. And and Mr. Jack. Mama said she had to live. It's time for mama to live, okay? Let's not blame Jasmine for not going to, like, look, I could bring up a lot of stuff and I'm not going to. You guys, we've talked about enough. You want my reaction of what happened this weekend? Number one, Chrissy flipped the narrative. Yeah, nobody's talking about her and Steffi G anymore. Okay. Okay. Who's talking about Chrissy, Steffi G, and DeMarcus? Nobody. Okay. It flip? Olivia knows better. She got them kids over to the house. She knows better. Okay. Olivia just uses the distractions of when them kids aren't at the house. But Olivia's like, what? Okay. Chrissy's trying to count that money. Chrissy's trying to get that content. At the end of the day, Chrissy had 2 arguments this weekend. Why, if you're trying to stay out of mess and you work 6 days a week, did you have time for this? Why, as a woman who, according to Jasmine, let's talk about this for a couple minutes, that you left your mother in Houston for a ninja? Why did you have your mother? You're in a 5-bedroom house. All them kids got double bunks up in the house, but you got your mom who is sleeping on a sofa, according to Jasmine. Your mom didn't even have a bedroom, just like Tuna. See, the Tuna Chrissy similarities are staggering, okay? Just like Tuna got Stella on the couch, well, sounds like Chrissy got Miss Cassandra on the couch. Okay. Sounds like she left Houston. Her mom moved to Houston to help her with her children, and Chrissy left and went to Austin. That's why her mom ended up back in Colorado. She was in Houston by herself. But you're going to tell Jasmine how to handle relationships with her mother? You're going to talk about Jasmine getting money from her mother, but you borrowed $50 from Chris. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Good morning. If you're in the bushes and you're not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are set. Okay? Where this grown woman breaks down this little girl behavior, people pretending to be grown women but don't know how to handle these relationships, and much less handle. You know how you handle, not my number one on how to handle a relationship, how to have a successful relationship, is how to handle yourself. If you don't have control over you, how in the world are you going to show this man how to treat you? I know I'm talking to someone in the bushes right now. You cannot have a successful relationship with anyone else if you don't even know how to handle you. Okay? Jasmine is a lost soul. She's very immature. She's very one-sided. Mom Dukes, I want to give a little bit more credit to, but her display as a moderator and as a mother, sis, you should have made a cup of coffee, poured a glass of beer, took a shot of Hennessy, and took your grown ass to bed. You arguing on the internet with your daughter was shameful. And Jasmine, you being triggered to cuss your mama out in front of everybody at Christmas, being a social media influencer, was 10 times more shameful. Okay? Chris, you getting missing after you dropped off your insecure ass girlfriend over to her mama's house, where her comfortable place is in your colon, and you not answering the phone for an hour. You were dead wrong for that, and you were dead wrong for handling Miss Cheryl that way. You just didn't expect that shit was going to blow up. But I'll tell you the one thing Chris did: keep your fucking mouth shut. Keep your big hip titty ass out the women's business. Okay? That was the best thing that he could do, is to keep the shut the fuck up attitude. Okay. Chrissy came on here for some coins. Make no mistake. Chrissy is dirty, and Chrissy calling this woman's mom was out of line, in my opinion. Okay. This chick is an enemy, and you are sitting up here calling this woman's mother for what? Were you telling her your business? If you were sitting up there running Jasmine's business, Mom Dukes, and Chrissy, if you're sitting up here repeating what Mom Dukes confided in you, whether you were running it or not as well, that's trash. It's straight up trash. Okay. It's straight up trash. If you two weren't swapping recipes, how is it in Colorado? Talking to Mom Dukes about Mom Dukes, and you talking to Mom Dukes about you. If there was conversations predominantly surrounding around Jasmine, all of y'all are extremely messy and wrong, and Jasmine has a right to feel hurt about what happened. Okay? Because that really was fucked up. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. There is no room for my enemy to reach out to none of my kinfolk. None of it. And let that shit happen. We're done. I'm a long handle spoon you. You will not have the opportunity to be close to me like that ever again. I'm going to put you on long handle spoon because the loyalty and the respect is not there. Now, Jasmine, is she clean in this matter? Has Jasmine done her dirt? Absolutely. We're not talking about that right now. We already know Jasmine is Fugazi. We don't even have to talk about it. But Jasmine's mother revealed herself to be Fugazi too, in trying to even justify Chrissy's live, which we'll talk about Chrissy's live later. I might just record my reaction to it. I think she took it down, but you know, your girl got that. I did edit, and I even posted it, my commentary on her video with Steffi G, but after yesterday happened, it almost became kind of it became old. But what I'm going to say is this: Chrissy is masterful at flipping that fucking script, okay? Make no mistake. Chrissy loves to change the narrative of what we were talking about to something else. It's just kind of interesting that she decided to get all sensitive about the matter with a mod stick over to a reactor chat, giving her opinion and then feeling like she needed to go live on the matter. Now, Jasmine allegedly put up some sort of comment. I never saw the comment. If someone has that posted, I would love to know what triggered Chrissy into thinking it was time to clock in on some beef. But this was all planned 2 months ago. Tuna was trying to orchestrate this. Y'all could have just gone with the plan. But see, now everyone's getting exposed for being extremely messy. And that's all I really have to say. This was just a case of people who are messy being messy. That's it. Nobody needs to be alarmed. Chrissy was drinking. We know Tuna was busy with them children. She got 4 kids over there, and Miss Stella is not there. Okay? Okay? Jasmine says she was trying her best to stay out the shits, but she was mad because daddy gone. Clearly, there's some problems in the relationship. They got into an argument. Jasmine was feeling away. Her mom is filming her. She's calling Chris asking for milk. She's, you know what I mean? Like, you should have drove your damn self to your mama's house and let Chris have Chris, you know, look, once again, people have their own relationships. Chris couldn't be my man. Okay. He could not. But I also am not a fire breathing dragon when my man steps out the house. I trust him. Okay. If you don't trust him, you don't need him. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to put these chat messages out. I don't know if Jasmine's live is back up or not. But I will put these chat messages out. I just edited them into something. So if you guys want to read them, there they are. And that's it. I'm going to react to Chrissy's video later today. I don't know if I'm going to do it live. If you guys want me to do it live, hit that like button. I don't even have 100 likes. There's 300 of you guys here. If you guys want me to react live to Chrissy's video, I can do that. But I mean, I'm going to need these likes and you guys to kind of let me know, elevate the energy so that I know that that's what you want from me. Because I certainly don't need to show up for a live stream if you know, if that's not the case. Okay. I can just I can just like record it and just do it up as a premiere or just drop it. That's up to you guys. So you guys vote. You guys vote by hitting that like button, okay? If you're on the replay, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I don't even think I hit the ad button that much. Okay. The sugar mama. Welcome, 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 sis. Good morning. Let me see. What's your picture? Let me see. Is that Olivia? Oh my goodness. The sugar mama. Okay, sugar mama. Okay. All right, Olivia Pope, Rose, good morning. Walk by faith, not by sight. Girl, walk by faith and don't fight. Okay. Pure intentions, apple pie, all my boo-boos. Yes, you're not mistaken. It was members and mods. Guys, let me get reset. Let me handle some things around the house and I'll be back. I'm gonna react to Chrissy's video, and then this evening, let's say around 8 o'clock. We're going to get back in. We're going to pick up at minute 42 over there to Keisha's. And then we're going to talk about whatever else she put up today. Okay. So it's going to be girl, it's Cloutmas, guys. We got to get these videos in. We got to keep up, because if we don't keep up, we're going to be what? Behind. Okay. And sis, don't fall behind, right? No. I just I just got a behind. I don't fall behind. Oh. What's really going on? Are people capping for clicks? Was this capping for clicks and coins? Or did we really witness some guerrilla family drama? What do you guys think? Was it capped for coins and clicks? Or was this some real family drama? Is Chris home? Is Daddy gone? Is Daddy gone? Someone commented last night or early this morning talking about Daddy gone this Vlogmas. I said last Vlogmas too, all the daddies were gone. Every daddy was gone. Okay. What's her damn name? Strong Mommy Chrissy. Yeah, Daddy was gone then too. Remember? They were on the outs. Chris was dick dashing. Olivia was sitting there alone, pretending she had someone named Casper. I want to say something too. On Olivia real quick, because I keep forgetting to mention this, but so many lies with that woman. Anyway, real quick, I'm just going to drop this and we'll talk about it later this week. We're going to get into Olivia, get caught up. When she talked about her standards recently and having a really good guy and someone who's going to do this and do that, I'm just giving you guys another point of reference on the lies. How is it that the Jafakan cop, Casper, damn Mr. Fictitious, all the things from last year while she was pregnant with Zoloban's baby and the man that she made up to try to trick us. He was so wonderful. He was so this, he was so that, he was so professional. He had money. He was taking care of her. He bought her a bed and da. But now when she's over at the trailer, reminiscing on the men in her life, it's been such a long time since she had a good guy, since this, that, and the third. No reference of so-and-so's father. All of these bitchified estrogen men, okay? Estro man, okay? I'm just saying, I just wanted to point that out, because the last time she went on a rant about all of her menses, it was kind of like, but I thought AJ's father is supposed to be so bomb, right? Anyway, all of the daddies are gone. You know why? Because these women, they drink too much. They slur too much. They believe in that putty cat more than they believe in that brain. Okay? They believe more in jumping into bed to establish relationships with men rather than having good conversations and actually letting someone get to know you. They believe in manipulation more than they believe in love. Okay? They want to handle these men rather than handling themselves and allowing a man to be a man and leading a relationship, whether as a boyfriend, baby father, maybe eventually a husband. Okay? These women have it twisted, and that's why they want to be elsewhere, because no man is going to ever feel comfortable with someone with more testosterone with them in the bedroom, unless that's just what you're into. Okay? And in every relationship, you do have someone, it teeter totters. Understand that in relationships, there's just going to be, a great relationship. Someone is strong where you're weak, and vice versa, right? It's not one domination over another. It's the happy balance. It's balance, right? These women want to control everything. You know why? Because they're fake and they're phony. Okay. Yeah, I said it. Okay, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Roundy. Hey, love is everything.
The boy is mine.
Shoulder to cry on, if that's a fact.